second time trying to make this video. So today's video is do's and don'ts, things that we wish we knew as first-time parents. So this video is targeted to everyone, not just first-time parents. So we are here to share some of our mistakes with you all, and also some of our tips and tricks to help you all get through. Yeah, so this video will be a little long, so heads up, today's video is a little long, and we have a video what Nish did for you all that's supposed to drop next week as well, a wash and go video. That video will also be long as well, so look forward to seeing Nish.
That one wasn't intentional. I didn't even know I used to take that long to wash mine. It was interesting.
So yes, so today is actually Tuesday, so today's video is actually doing today to post tonight. It's actually minutes to 6.
6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but we're dragging out the video by talking seen all this, right?
So let's just jump into it.
So
First on the list.
should have not gotten so much 90s or Kazakhs. Mostly they would only use that for like the first week, if so much. I actually only used it for the first week because when I came home from the hospital, I then realized how much we purchased, or well, how much Daddy Dearest here purchased when he got excited. But yeah, you don't use the 90s and the Kazakhs much. Even in the hospital, there were mothers who were using the long pajamas, the ones, the full length that even cover the toes and the hands. So you would see it on your hospital list. I think it's just for them to, it's just an easy check, because when they have to check the baby's skin to see whether they are jaundice or if they run any fever or anything like that, and that's why they would want you to keep them in the stuff like that, so that it's easily accessible to them, and also that's how keep them too warm, even though you wrap them up in the blankets and stuff. So you mostly just use it for like 3 days. The first day, like when you actually made the baby, then when they keep you for observation until the second day, and then third day when you reach home, you would well, based off on how your home set up and stuff.
More than 48 hours really, so about 2 days.
They keep it for 24 hours. But the 24 hours starts from the time when you
baby.
Yeah. Yes. So I made my baby at 5 o'clock in the morning. So obviously I would have spent the entire day, then 5 o'clock the next morning, and it was midday the following day when or a little after midday, I think about 1:30, when it is I would have got discharged and said be okay to go home. Right, so
next on the list.
Not too much to the 90s or the Kazakhs. Next on the list is the wardrobe. Jacob did a video on the portable wardrobe that he had purchased. That wardrobe didn't make sense because you can't store enough things on it, so even like your diapers or the wipes in the wipes container, the A and D that you would have for them, like too much things is weighed down and it start to form a belly, so it could rip and it could like mash up or whatever. So that is not a good buy. I don't see that as a good buy for anything. I don't know, I could be wrong.
It's a temporary short-term fix, that is it.
Yeah, like if you just need something today for today, and you're willing to spend the $250, well, I'm sure, but I would still advise against it, to be honest.
Later on we went and got an actual wardrobe from Brand Source.
Yeah, so I spent like around $900 for it. And actually that's wardrobe that we purchased. It didn't have enough shirts, but that was an easy fix as well. We just had some wood line around, so just cut it, shave it, make sure that's it good and everything, and was able to easily attach it into the wardrobe. So yeah, that's the better thing would be if it is before we were using the wardrobe and like a hamper, one of the like laundry hampers, and I just find well with how the wardrobe was and the hamper was kind of, I don't know why, and we try to solve it like putting little camphor or something, but just remember you had to be careful because it's a newborn and you don't know how these things will react to their skin. So we did try to work around it, but the better thing would be just if you have to get something for your baby to store clothes, then just get a proper wardrobe and done.
And we recommend brand source.
Yeah, brand source is actually very good. We could actually do a product review on the wardrobe if they would like to see, or they could even go up on their page and see for themselves. But their stuff is really nice. We actually want to get more stuff from them.
Because in the 6 months milestone video, what I did on what's the cost of raising a baby in Trinidad, you will see a clipping in there, which was actually only half of the wardrobe, where we store her milk, her pampers, her wipes, her cleaning products, soap, all of those things on one side of the wardrobe, and the next side of the wardrobe has her onesies, hanger up, and other items. Yeah, so it's a 4-door for only $900 TT.
Yeah, 4 doors and 2 drawers.
2 drawers at the bottom.
Yeah. Alright, next on the list should have gotten shoes. Honestly, didn't think that this is something she would have needed before a year, even though, you know, when you christened them, you just had them in the white shoe. We did purchase that. But, you know, just by, it's not like to say she, when you christened them at the 3 months, I ain't just a christening baby yet, but whatever. You know, it's not like to say they'll be walking in shoes and then, you know, just grow it all, so whatever. So that's the only shoes we had ever purchased for her. But, she moving a lot faster than we anticipated, and she reached the stage where we have to put in a walker, because when we were just keeping her on the bed or keeping her on us, she was fighting, like she wanted to be on the ground. And we purchased the walker for her, and she happy now. She's zooming from yesterday and everywhere. So but that's inside, and that's good because, you know, it's just tile, the ground, the sweep, and it's always not like to say she could reach anything because the walker she's not able to hang over, so, you know, so she's safe with regards to that inside. But when we sitting down outside, we have to have us on us, and she's want to be on the ground, so we can't have her because, you know, outside will be well, not dirty, but, you know, it's outside the house. And it's not tired, it's just the concrete, so, you know, we even at the study, she might stop at 2 or something, or whatever the case is. Right, so I would advise getting like some
Socks,
slippers,
sandals.
Yeah, slippers, sandals, shoes, not socks, because even with the socks, you know, I don't think socks is like any improvement or anything. So just get these slippers or shoes, whatever you could for them, so that when it is they do start to move around and stuff, you would
so you will need this by basically the 5 months, 6 months mark. You will need to have these items. So
Jacob wanted to purchase the combo, right, where you get a playpen, a car seat, and a stroller. He was getting the same Kidorable, where you would have seen we had gotten the car seat and the stroller for her. The reason why I told him, well, it don't make sense for us to go for the combo is because my friend was supposed to give me her son's playpen, but it just happened that things didn't work out where I was able to receive it due to transport and stuff like that. So we ended up having to buy that separate, and we would have gotten the playpen for her when she was about 5 weeks old.
About 5 weeks old, I was struggling to get a playpen. I was in Arima, in Hoikam, Sumarket, Kechang. I had to go to Tunapuna. I missed Sitarang before. As I reached the close, I had to go to Trinity Mall to actually locate a playpen. So we do recommend, if you could get the combo, to take the combo, because at that point in time you will get a playpen, a stroller, a car seat, and a mattress for your baby. And currently we are still trying to locate a mattress for the playpen right now, because I got the playpen for only $600 TT.
I food. I don't have food inside.
What do you like? Is it because it was hot on my So yeah, it was a run around to get the playpen, and not only that, the baby is already here, so is the amount of time I took to go to Arima, then to Tunapuna, then all over the place, and then after reaching home and trying to build the playpen. So that actually took me about 6 hours. So I do recommend if you could get the playpen before the baby is born, do that. Because it will help you save time, and also you'll get the baby off of sleeping on the bed. Because she was sleeping mostly in her cover up. We had one of those bassinets. So she used that for a good while, and even when we got the playpen, it took a while before she started to sleep in it.
I know she back to be back on the bed.
So right now it's a fight to get her off the bed into the playpen. Next we have cloth diaper. It's very important for you all to look into cloth diapers. It's actually recommended that the best time to use it is 0 to 6 months when the poop is not solid, so it's easy to wash off. I'm not going to talk much about this because I actually have a video which is cloth diaper one-on-one. So check out that cloth diaper. On average, you'll spend anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000 TT a year in Pampers. One box of Pampers that we use costs $233, and we normally buy 2 boxes per month. So that, you guys,
that's just like to ensure that you're not going on.
Yep.
So
next on the list we have
glass bottles.
Glass bottles. Before I talk about glass bottles, I want to mention, because we don't have this on the list, when you bring your baby home, yes, you'll be using bottles, whether it's glass or plastic, but something to pay attention to is, one, you're going to be boiling water at least twice a day. You're going to be boiling water to fill your baby's thermos, and you're also going to be boiling water to wash your baby bottles. So with that being said, yeah, your tank of gas will only last you on average 1 month.
If you're using a tank.
Yeah. If you only have 1 tank of gas, we only had 1 tank because we were using an electric stove before, and we switched to gas. So make sure you have 2 tanks, or you could change your gas tank before, so you're timing it, because typically boiling water twice a day, also cooking on the stove. So expect your gas to finish fast. Glass bottles for your babies, now this is where the problem is. It was actually very expensive. There were 1 or 2 bottles that we got for $30 to $40, and there were times when we had to get more glass bottles, and we went to Pennywise on different locations, and glass bottles typically range from $80 TT to roughly $150 TT. $115, I said, $115. So I will recommend
per bottle.
Yep, per bottle. So I will actually recommend you visit a pharmacy, local pharmacy. That is how I was able to get glass bottles at a cheaper price. Anything to add on the bottles?
Also, I don't know. Alright. So with the glass bottles, what I would advise is also buying like the different sizes. So buy the 4 ounces, and then you could also purchase the 8 ounces, and that is just to range with your baby's eating patterns, because even when they do get older and they start consuming more, there would be periods where they would fret, and you would know your baby's crying that time, and they're probably just looking for a comfort. So well, not really a comfort, but they're probably just a little hungry or whatever, and rather than mixing like 4 ounces in the big bottle or 3 ounces in the big bottle, that don't make sense. So keeping the smaller bottles on hand also will help you with the rotation of how your baby feeds. Another reason as to why. Alright, one of the plastic bottles I noticed it started to like melt or bend, not melt as how plastic just get when it have heat applied to it, but it reached the point where it got so bad when you try to screw on the nipple, it was not locking, and this was causing a lot of the milk obviously to run out. And then when you check, because it's not something you pay attention to, and it's when it says we checked, or when I checked, I realized that the bottle actually melted. Another one would be where one of the bottles that she has, we actually use it as a water bottle for her right now, because we don't want to be putting it too much in the heat, and she also reached a point where she's holding her bottles for herself, using it as a water bottle, but you're seeing where the bottom of the bottle actually dented. You could just take a picture of it and insert to show what it is I'm talking about. But yeah,
I know the style of the bottle.
no, that's not exactly what it is.
I thought that was the style of the bottle.
Anyway, yeah, and um, I was actually trying to find, you know, you just get bottles in this kind of container thing where you could scroll it, and I know the Dr. Browns just have it. I've never seen it in the Advent, but I was not getting any glass bottles like that, so that is why we ended up having to purchase the glass bottles one by one. I know you're getting it for the plastic, you'll get plastic bottles in the set, even with the container, you know, to store it and to scroll it and stuff like that. But glass bottles, as based on what the places that we have checked, I didn't see, and we checked like Pennywise. Well, I checked Pennywise, pharmacies, even some of the Chinese stores, like K-Town and types of places, and other kids stores as well. But I wasn't seeing anything like that, so that's why we ended up having to be purchasing the glass bottles one by one. The even flow, I got those in Pennywise. I can't remember the price, but I also got in two pharmacies out by us here, and they range from like $30 to $33 for the most. 33
Some people
34.
sell them for 40 and 50. I got them for $30.
I never see any for 40 or 50. I just know that for the most, would I spend, let me say $40. But yeah, so that's just something to know as well. Alright, and in this section now is tips for you. I think here would have done a video on this.
I'm putting that out after this video.
Okay. Would be to split wipes in half. They would help with the longevity. So you know you wouldn't have to be going and buying wipes every month or every month and a half. We buy wipes every 2 months, and it's just for storage and stopper purposes. It's not like to say that we need to. And the reason for that is the box of wipes that we have is like 612 it is.
Huggies,
Huggies,
612.
yeah. The tech is be very moist. Sometimes you just have to squeeze all the water from it. But do not leave it open because it will dry out. We actually had a experience with that recently where it was just a few wipes. Apparently the container wasn't closed properly, and when you're using it, it dry. It's not doing nothing, it just dry. So make sure that you always have it stored. But yeah, split your wipes in half so that you could extend the period of or extend the use of it. Right?
It also costs $125 per box. So yeah.
Well,
Next on the list,
cloth
cloth
diaper.
diapers. As we mentioned, it's very important for you to get cloth diaper. Why? Because you're really and truly going to be spending majority of your money between Pampers and milk. And she could tell you all about the milk. She did a review on the lactogen milk, so you all could check out that review on the milk and get the idea of how much milk you'll actually need. Because it was not our idea to be feeding our baby formula. The plan was to be
breast
breastfeeding.
milk. So you know, pump and store, but unfortunately that didn't work out for me. When I was taking the Vulvine for the week, it did increase the flow. She was not taking bottle as much. But I had heard that it's not something you do regularly. I did not know of the other options whereby you can make muffins and cookies and stuff that would actually help you to lactate. There's also a there's also a tablet you could take called fenugreek. I actually want to try just to see still if it will help me. Fenugreek, I know Glenda's was selling it, and if I am remembering correctly, I think it was like $50. I don't think it was been $50. I think something else was $50. So like $80. But when I purchased it, I could just let it know. But yeah. So if you know the Vulvine wasn't working for you, there are other ways you could get yourself to lactate more. So yeah, you could look into those options. Even I think pumping, I didn't like pumping. I honestly actually didn't like it, so I always used to fight and not to do it.
I used to force her to pump.
Yeah, I don't know, I just really actually didn't like how it used to feel. Nothing about it I like, right? So you could even try pumping because the suction will help to stimulate your milk ducts to produce the milk. So yeah, it have things you could do and try it. I'm not thinking about it, and I guess I could probably try to get the information and compile it and do a video so that all would know exactly, right? Also, babies use, the other tip is to know is that your baby will use a lot of pampers and that they do get big fast. And I'm not saying that like oh my god, my baby get big fast, and your baby is literally get big fast, right?
I did reach out and she was wondering because you are also one of the persons who encouraged us to make this video to get the information out there, because you was like, wow, my daughter just going through quick. So yes, you could expect. Our daughter only spent about 2 weeks in stage and newborn, and then about a month.
And thankfully she used
yeah.
so
So she just went up. So she's using stage 5 right now.
Yeah, we even had a box of stage 2 that had remained, and I have a cousin that recently made a baby, so I ended up giving her that box because it was just
like 5 alone used from the box.
It had it thing, and that is Pampers is something, even though if you want to have it on hand, so like we say in case like you put it this COVID thing, but you still have to be careful with how you're doing it, because you could spend a lot in storing like Pampers and still have to go and get another box, so you just have Pampers just down there, and it's just money wasted.
Because what I would have done I'd have bought a box of what we are currently using and then a box of the next stage. So let's say she's on stage 2, I would have gone to Pennywise and buy a next box of stage 2 and then a box of stage 3. So when it's closer to the time, you'll know, hey, we need to get on next stage 2, or we can make this transition into stage 3.
Yeah.
So that's a tip for you all as well.
Places to get reasonable onesies.
Places to get reasonable onesies, because some of you all have been asking us where could you find clothes, and not only us, we want you to put it in the comment section as well, where you could let other parents know where they could get certain things in Trinidad. So the 2 places we could mention, the 2 honorable mentions or 3 honorable mentions we'll say, is Yips and Port of Spain. You could buy your vest and clothes per dozen, it'll come out cheaper that way. Also, Nish got a couple of onesies last year for Christmas in K-Chang. It was how much?
It was like 125 for about 4.
125 for 4, and the cheapest option, which was actually good quality, was a department store across the road in Arima from the market, a Chinese department store where the old bank used to be. We actually got onesies from there for only $15 TT. So we got Mickey Mouse, Avengers, Dada, Mama.
The thing with those onesies is that they're not as thick, but it's not like to say when you put it or wash or anything, you shred it, keep the color, so it because she's using it, so it never get like washouts and fade. I actually see some of our vests that we need to replace. Those were the ones that started to fade and tear, and we purchased those in I think
Kid.
No, not the vest. We actually bought some vests from a store anymore, and it started to like repair and stuff.
I got vests as well. Yeah.
But not all, but it just
1 or 2.
even his mom had purchased some vests for her from in Chagonas, I don't know where, and they are thick, but yet still the stitching coming out. So you can check them out, not because the cheap necessarily mean it would be bad, because as I say, we using onesies that we would have purchased from there, and it's good.
It's still going after 7 months.
Yes, buy toys that will stimulate your baby. This is so important because it's not not all the time they probably want you in their face, and not all the time you will be able to, you know, talk to them and stuff. So rather than just have them sitting there and being all bored and whatever, yeah, you could make sure I'm buying like big things to keep their attention. I know, well, I just call it a mobile, and I think that's what it is, that the thing that is hanged on with the animals or like star animals and stuff, that does actually keep them entertained. Another thing I wanted to purchase for her, which I didn't get to, was a toy from Excellent Stores. At that time it was $200. I don't remember the name, sorry. But what it was is like a mat that had the arch with the toys hanging down, so like a lion and an elephant and a tiger or a bear, a giraffe or something. It had like about 4 toys hanging down. And then to the back of the mat had like a kind of big piano thing, whereby when she like interacting or like trying to get her toys and get excited and she could either hear the music playing or like just hear notes or something from the keyboard, well, from the piano thing. Yeah, so you could get
200, only 200.
200.
Yeah, it was only $200.
That's what I say, it's only 200, but I
Best
don't know
price.
if the price would have
Increased, yeah,
or change, because it was a good buy.
Yeah, even
right?
this thing I forgot to mention, at 3 months we went to get the rocker as well.
Yeah, the swing.
Yeah.
Right, and that too, we bought that in
Kechang,
yeah, we
Arima.
bought that in Kechang, and that too came with a arch thing that had like a mirror or something for her to pull and for her to see toys, so you know she's seeing herself. Because that's actually something that was like really interesting. Like when they see the reflection for the first time, they'd be like,
You know what's
that
actually
kind of way.
funny? The first time we had baby girl in front of a mirror, and then she was in front of the mirror with baby girl, and she was like,
yeah, like looking, it's like she seemed like how she seemed
the video, like,
Yeah.
mommy, I'm a sister.
yeah.
That was actually hilarious.
So just even like if you could get, I don't know, some like big toy, because I'm actually looking for stuff. Just can't as I look for things as I would like to because of the lockdown. Thank God we coming out here, fingers crossed. Don't want to go back to work, we'll just see.
Work from home going good for her.
But getting like big toys, things that they could bang, things that they could hold and tug on and stuff, those are things that would really help them. Those are things that would stimulate her. Because the only time she would actually watch the TV or pay attention to anything is if she hear music, and not even like nursery rhyme. She don't watch Choo Choo TV, she don't watch Coco Melon, none of those things interest her. What I realize she likes is...
Let me tell them. She likes YouTube video intros. She
Not
actually
it-
likes intros.
Yeah, she like the music from it. She I watch any show like watching Modern Family, the hey and the drums and stuff. Yeah, she would spin around and those things would catch her attention. So I don't know if it's just for her, but probably for your baby too, rather than, and there's a good thing, you know, rather than keeping them tuned onto the screen, get them toys or stuff that, you know, they can actually hear songs to eat, and you know, to also help them
Bandit, goodbye.
to develop their brain and all that good stuff. So yeah, things like that is good things to purchase for your baby. Alright.
Red light. It's actually recommended for you to use a red light in your bedroom to help your baby sleep at night. So that's one of the things we recommend.
To be honest, so they say, but I don't think our experience with that was anything to say a definitive yes or. And just for me personally, I don't know for him, but for
She's
me,
a light baby. She like light.
no, it will actually keep her attention, you know, it will help her to fall asleep. But they say the light's supposed to make them feel as, the red light's supposed to make them feel as though, you know, they're still in the room, so it's a sense of comfort. But at that stage when we was using it, the baby was just sleeping when she went to sleep. She didn't think so. I don't think the lights, I don't know, I'm not disputing no theories from the doctors and them who do the research on these type of things, and no, but I'm just saying for us, I didn't see it as a need. But you could try it for yourself and see how it works.
We have a big A&D. Normally we used to buy the tube of A&D for $30 something. on one of our visits to Pennywise, we realized that they actually had a big tub selling for only $30. So
Yeah.
we are supposed to release a video soon, which is registering our baby to get a birth paper. At the end of that video, you will actually see us going to Pennywise, and you will meet one of our dear good friends in that video as well, and see that product as well. So
Alright, and one other thing I just want to touch back based on as it came to me, what you could also get for your baby to help them stimulate. We got it as a gift from his supervisor, was the kind of bulb thing,
a projector,
a projector here
with a music player.
With the different nursery rhymes. There are about 3 nursery rhymes, 4 nursery rhymes on it. But with the projector now, it had pictures in it. So you've seen a dog and you've seen a pig and something else. But that is really to use to help them to fall asleep. But I don't know, it could calm them down, and it's also something they could use
to entertain
them. Yeah.
We have Panadol because it's very important for you to buy Panadol when you're taking your baby to the health center. Please note that your first visit to the health center is supposed to be at 6 weeks. They are not going to give your baby any injections. It's at your second visit, your baby, when they are 2 months or a little over, when they'll get the injection. And they're also supposed to make a home visit within 2 weeks of you coming out of the hospital. We are still waiting on our home visit, so don't get your hopes up, right? So
no, it's not nothing to do, don't get your hopes up. What had happened was they I don't know where did how to say, not Discord, but they were supposed to call me back to confirm when they could come and visit, and I don't know if they just tell themselves, well, you know, they want us to come, so probably everything okay, and then they decide they just move on to the next one. So but I do think that it is something that they do, so just look out for it, right?
We have buy good size rags. Plenty of the rags that we
Rags
bought,
and towels.
yeah, plenty of the rags that we bought were actually washcloths. So we got some that were washcloths to bathe with, and some nice fancy washcloths that we used as rags. So we had about about 4 dozens. But we don't have big rags. We also bought some bibs as well, what we use for her when she's eating. But sometimes the speed that we go through the rags is why we recommend to you to get some big ones.
By the time you wipe once or twice, or your baby will, if they excite themselves right after they feed or whatever, you know, or if they feed them too much, or however the case is, they will vomit sometimes. Not only because they, you know, they book, and not to worry, they don't choke on the vomit or anything like that. It literally something just come up, right? So I watching the movie, sorry. Yeah, so
not only vomit too, because our daughter dribbles and plays with her spit a lot. She goes, she does all type of things. Yeah,
she playing with spit. Yeah,
she's very excited.
Yeah, so getting good size rags is a good tip. Also towels, because I would suggest changing the baby towel every week. Because
every 4 days. Every 4 days that week.
Yeah, when I said week, I actually meant 5 days. The only thing that is because we don't have enough towels. She only has like about 3 towels, 3 or 4 towels.
She has 4, but Ness says that one of the towels I bought is not a towel.
It's not.
It was a set with it was a towel, a hat, and a socks. But for some reason,
and they put a blanket in that one instead. It's not a towel.
Let's move on.
Hey, yes. So as good that things opening back up now, I would be looking into getting some more towels for her. So
the last thing we have on the list is NIS. But to be honest with y'all, I'm thinking about making this into an educational video and a rant. Wait till Nish. So that way Nish could really open up and talk to you all about the importance of NIS, and also how NIS has actually treated her for the past year, because it's something that is ongoing. Yeah, because she was actually on sick leave around this time last year, so we'll make an NIS video where we'll talk to you all.
I'll make a video to explain the entire situation
with
properly.
NIS. Yeah. So that was it. That could be a video on its own. So you all could look forward to some videos. What we are actually currently doing is dropping 1 or 2 of the baby on board episodes, what not showing baby girl face, but they are informational videos. So you all will see how to register your baby. You all will see how much to expect a newborn to use. We'll be planning on doing this NIS video for you all, and whatever other ideas or requests that we have from you all.
Don't worry guys, you're Kristen soon.
And also Nish has a new series that she's going to drop for you all soon. She has a new idea for the YouTube channel, so you all can look forward.
Yeah, that was supposed to be mentioned in this video, so I don't know why you
because it's at the end, so whoever watched the entire video and make it to the end, you all know I like to put spoilers at the end of my video.
Yeah.
So I actually think that today's video is actually 30 something minutes long.
He pushed it. See?
But you guys, thanks for all the love and support, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye. And it's dark. The time is 6:37. So I have to go and edit this video, upload this video on my slow Wi-Fi, and hopefully post this video by 9 p.m. tonight.